Hi everyone, welcome back to A Card a Day for Earth Day. This is day 6, I believe. Yes, Wednesday. This one's going to be all about vines and flowering vines. So I'm using Vine Design. I'm just using the hello and this stamp out of the stamp set, and then I used this oval viney florally thing and the die that is in the second sheet that cuts out that flower, and I did that 3 times. On the second card, I'm going to use the postage stamp dies, the second and third one in here. And on the first card, I also used the next to the largest oval out of these layering ovals, which are retired. Um, Actually, everything there except the postage stamp thing is retired. And I'm featuring this Flight and Airy paper that was from Celebration, which is over. That was only January and February. On this first card, I'm using this one, and the back of this one had birds, so I fussy cut one out. And the second card's going to use this one, which also sort of looks viney and has little blue and yellow birds, and that's the back of it, which was very viney too. So anyway, that's what I'm doing. So the first one is going to be on, now the colors in that paper said it was bubble bath, but I don't know, to my eye, that and that don't look the same. This is bubble bath cardstock. This looks more like petal pink, but it didn't have that color on there. So I'm going with it. Oh well. And I'm going to do my usual. This is bubble bath ribbon, which is probably retiring the end of this month if it hasn't already. So if you want it, get it now. See all the birds? I almost hate covering up, but this was a piece of 6x6 because my demonstrator had sent me a sample pack like of this paper, and then I ended up getting it too from Celebration. I just want the ribbon on here because it adds a little sparkle to the card. And I don't usually do this, but I'm going to put this card down with, oops, with tape runner. Well, maybe I am. Maybe I'm not. And okay, I'm not. It didn't want me to do that. I knew there was a reason for that. Maybe it's out. I don't know. I'm not even sure how to tell if that is out on that one. I guess I have to take it apart and look. So I'll go back to my old standby wet glue. Which I prefer anyway. It gives me a little wiggly room. Now this is cut to match the entire card front, which is 5.5 by 5.5 by 4.25 inches. And I hope I got that ribbon sort of on straight. I'm actually gonna do this inside. Well, I'll take it out because it keeps falling out. Okay, so what I did here is I die cut this out of Garden Green, and it has 3 flower spaces, but I thought it was too busy to just put it down like that. So I die cut an oval slightly smaller in the bubble bath, and that way we'll have some pink through still. But then I did these 3 flowers to go right over top this area once I get this on. So let's glue this down, and for that I'm going to need my fine tip here, art glitter glue. I'm going to take that thing off for now. And I'm going to have to be careful not to get the glue too close to the edge because it's going to stick over the edge of the oval just slightly. There are some tiny little flowers on here. Oh, I just thought of something too. Oops. Now see that one. I boo-booed. I put glue on and I shouldn't have. I hope you're having a great day. Actually, I guess this is day 7, huh? Oh, darn. Well, maybe you'll get a bonus video on day 7 because I don't know. Yeah, this is day 7. I'm sorry, guys. This is the last day. Oh my goodness. What I'm trying to do is get it sort of centered on the oval a little better. There we go. That's better. Now, I don't know. I might bump that whole thing up. Actually, I'm not going to. I'm going to bump the flowers up and probably the bird and the sentiment. Just making some hello cards. I can't believe my Earth Day thing series is just about over here. Wow. I actually have other stamp sets pulled out to use. Now, okay, let me think. If I put them on to bring in, the color is boho blue and daffodil delight, because this is boho blue in the background in the flowers, some of the flowers. The other ones I think are bubble bath and floaty flamingo. So my thought is I'll go like that, and the bird up here. This one's not on right there. The bird's sort of like here. And this, oops, not that. This, I guess this coming out down here. I don't know. I was originally thinking maybe I'd have it coming out from the bird, but then it's going to cover the whole ribbon. Maybe I'll have it coming out from this flower. No, I don't like that. Or this flower. Same issue. Or I could just do it up here. Now I'm not liking that. You know what? I'm just going to put it down here and bump it up, and I think I will glue these down because it's already up a little bit. Decisions, huh? And maybe I'll bump the bird up. Bird colors don't actually go. I think that's blue, boho blue and fresh freesia on that bird. But, yeah, well, close enough. And blue flowers, huh? I was in a home store like Home Depot around here. It's only 5 minutes from my house yesterday because I needed some things for around the house, and I need birdseed was one of them. So I was out in the garden center area, and they had my blue/purple hydrangeas for $20. They weren't real big ones, but I thought, well, maybe I could try a new one because mine is not doing great. Let me just look at this. Yeah, see, they already sort of look raised. Should I leave the bird off or put the bird down here? I kind of was thinking have the bird saying hello. Maybe I'll just do that. But then I have two things going side. Maybe I will cover up the ribbon or have it just slightly raised. You can turn the bird like this so it looks like it's saying hello. I don't like that. Decisions. Kind of like it better down here. You know what? I'm not going to worry about it. I might just round these edges a little bit though. Let's see if I have a corner rounder. Is this? This is a 1-inch one. Oops. Hang on. I don't want a 1-inch one. Let's try 0.4 millimeter. There we go. That might look better. Soften it a little bit. And I might go around the edges with bubble bath. I'm going to put the bird up here, and let's put him on dimensionals. Her, him, I guess, because he's colorful, right? Most the male birds are the ones with the color, a lot of the color. And I don't know if a tiny one will work on its tail. Not unless I cut it. All right, well, I'll stick it here. Oh, you know what? That's all right. I was gonna say I should probably just glue part of it, but nah. So I have another card for you too. They're both pretty simple. And I tried to do as much work up front because I know this is already taking a while because of my indecision. And then this, let's get, I don't have the dye base marker, so I'm going to have to use the alcohol marker. And actually that might be too long. I might try and bend this too. I don't want to put paper behind it, so we didn't actually get that in the center either. Let's try and cut that again because it's not even. So this time, I usually do the other side, but I want to do this side this time. Oop. Oh my goodness. Okay, come on. It looks like it's centered, but it just doesn't look like it to me on the paper. Oh well. Maybe because the word is stamped off, it's a little low on the paper. All right, let's put that here. And let's just curve this a little bit. So I want that to be flat, this to be curved, and then that to be flat again. And we'll put it right here. So we could actually put, in fact, I might do that, put a little dimensional in the middle to help keep that curve. And then I need to find some blingy bling. So I will be right back. I need to find some gems. Okay, I'm back. I found these rainbow adhesive back dots from the mini catalog that's retiring at the end of April. They were part of the hot air balloon. I guess there was a suite or something. Anyway, one of the colors is Bubble Bath. So, and I had not used them yet. There's all kind of colors in here. So we're going to use Bubble Bath. This blue, though, is not, I'm going to put it sort of off the label. And then we'll put another one over here. I think this is Azure Afternoon. And actually, you know what? I'm going to put another little one. Should I do that? No. Maybe I'll put it up here. Maybe in this one. There. Right on those little flowers there. So that is the first card done. I went ahead when I was offline. I just had a scrap of paper that was a little wider, but I cut it down because this is 5 1/4 by 4 white cardstock. And that's our first card using Vine Design. All right, so the next card is on Fresh Freesia. And I have this Fresh Freesia ribbon, but it I'm pretty sure it's already retired. Now, in the Vine Design dies or stamp, there is this stamp. There is no die to cut that. There's these, and let me show you what's in here. This I think is already retired, but just in case you see it and you love it and you want to look for it somewhere online, then it has this one, and then it cuts these little flowers out, which are part of the stamp set here too. And the sentiments are nice, and then in these long ones there is this label thing in here. So it's a pretty set, but I do wish they had the outline die for that too. So I had to bring in some punches is what all that's getting up to, and I have a retired leaf punch that looks like that, and I have a retired sprig punch. Now I think they have a current bough punch or something like that. I don't have that one. I wish I did actually. It's shaped a little better than these boughs, although, I mean sprigs, although these make wonderful reindeer antlers, so I can use it multi-purposed. Okay, so I stamped in Pretty Peacock the hello, and then put it on. Oh, I was going to texture that. Oh well, I'm not going to. All right, so same kind of thing. We're going to do the ribbon, and hopefully it has enough ink in it to do. Isn't that pretty? I could use that side too, but I don't know. I might be out of glue on this one. Nope, I think there's some in there coming. Yeah. I don't know exactly where the center is, so I'm just putting some down. Same thing. Eyeball where the center might be. These birds are so pretty. Actually, I want it a little lower. I don't want it going over that one bird's face. Ooh, this ribbon tears easy. See if I got it down. Oops. Low enough that, yeah, that's not over that bird's face. See what I mean? It was over the face. It's below center, but it's okay, right? But doesn't that tree branch stuff look viney too? I think so. Because it just keeps going up and up and up. This is a pretty paper. Oops. Now this one I already did this, but I didn't glue it down yet. So now we can glue this down. And then we can figure out the rest. I'm not 100% sure I like what I did with the leaves, so but I guess we're going to have to go with it because I'm not doing this live to get your advice. And again, this is 5.5 by 4.25 because, you know, it's about the paper today. I'm trying to use some paper. And this is not scrap. This was part of a 6x6 cut out of 12x12 that my demonstrator gave me, but I ended up getting the 12x12 too, which I don't think I've used yet, but I will be soon. All right, so now what I'm going to do, okay, supposedly these colors are Soft Sea Foam and Lost Lagoon, although this looks like Pretty Peacock, but that's not a color listed on the back. So I'm going to glue these together. Actually, I'm not yet. Because I think what I'm going to do is attach these to the back like this, but then have the leaf in the middle like that attached to the back of this. Sort of like that. I think that's what I'm going to do. So let me get some glue dots, and we'll do the back ones first. Glue dots. These glue dots, I think, are getting a little old. So I'm just going to put one over here. And, oops, I'm sorry, I'm off camera again. One over here. And I think one down in this corner down here. And we'll put the sprigs on there at an angle. It's reindeer. It's going to be a weird day for me because I am operating on literally no sleep. I think I started to doze off on the sofa last night. Alright, so I'm going to do the same thing here. But I woke myself up and then I actually went to bed, and then of course my brain was going, my heart was racing, I couldn't get to sleep again, which was really bad. And I went to bed a little early actually, thinking, oh, I need to get a good night's sleep, and yeah, that didn't happen. All right, now I need to bring this in and hold this sort of together. Oh, you know what? I think I just, somewhere this came off. Or maybe it came off from the, yeah, it came off the roll. Let's see if we got that sort of even. If I put that down there, yeah. All right, now I'll put this one up there. And one down here. That just adds another bit of a layer. Let's see how that looks. I think it looks a little much, but I'm going for it anyway. All right, now I'm going to glue this onto the Fresh Freesia, and then the Fresh Freesia one we're going to put down with dimensionals. Little bit much. What I did is I took soft seafoam cardstock to punch the leaves out, but then I went over them with Stampin' Blend marker in Lost Lagoon, because it kind of looks like they have multicolors there, but I don't really love the way it turned out, but I'm going with it for now. So let's do dimensionals, which will help hold these in place too. Oops, you moved. Get back there. And one in the middle. So these are pretty easy cards. Like I said, I don't do too many complex cards because I don't really have other people in my life that truly appreciate them. Okay, so here's the thing. I kind of want this bird's head to show, this bird to show, and most of that other bird to show. So I'm kind of centering it. That guy's a little hidden there. Is it straight, crooked? I don't know. A little bit crooked. So he's peeking out from there. And then the last thing is, oh, well, for this one, let's glue this in. Same thing, just the paper at the top. Scrap. Use your scraps on your insides of your cards, or in however you can, use them up. And these are top opening cards, 11 by 4 1/4, scored at 5 1/2. And I must have cut, this was already in my thing, I must have cut that before I put a new blade in. And then I'm going to bring these in again because this color is Fresh Freesia. And we have flowers, right? So let's just put some flowers on here, maybe up here and down here, a little one here, maybe over a little bit on that. It's okay. Not my favorite card of all time, but it's okay. Yeah. All right, everyone. So let me bring the other one over a little bit, move them out of the way. There's our 2 cards using Vine Design and postage stamp dies from Stampin' Up, and the Birds in Flight and Airy Designer Series paper from Celebration this year. It had no specific coordinating stamp or dies, but the inspirational sketches and detailed dogwood would go with it too, which I have, both of I think, and from Celebration and the mini catalog. Anyway, there, that's a bigger version of this, but these are small cards. So let me know what you think and what your favorite is, and I guess this concludes our time. And once I start working with a stamp and die set, or just a stamp set even, I just want to kind of keep going with that one and do more cards with it. And then what I should do is, instead of putting it back in my stash, I should probably destash them because I've used them, right? But I don't want to. Especially because I still have paper and stuff that I think coordinates with some of the stamps and dies. So anyway, that's my project for the Earth Day card series. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you have a great rest of your week and weekend, and I'll talk to you again very soon. Hugs, love, and peace.